In this section, we are going to be looking at some very creative ways of using masks and filters to create what we'll call a very organic reveal within your NLE using Boris Red. Basically, we're going to use Red to extend the capabilities of your NLE from an editing workstation to something much more sophisticated like a motion graphics and a compositing workstation. So let's get started right away. And I'm going to show you what we're trying to achieve here. This is a rough idea of what we can create using masks. So what we saw right now is a plane flying. It's a simple shot of a plane flying the sky, static camera, and we're having the sky kind of tear out, rip out, and revealing what's underneath. Now, you can think of many creative ways that you can use this effect for. You can have some kind of text in the background if you're making video for a travel site or an airline. You can have cheap fares or whatever you want to use it. So unfortunately, most nonlinear editors like Final Cut Pro, Avid, Premiere Pro do not let you do something that is creative and organic, something like this. But we're going to use Boris Red to do exactly that. So let me go ahead and lay the shot on the timeline right next to what we already have here. And I have the shot. That's a raw shot that you saw being used. Okay. And we're going to go to the Effects tab, go into Video Filters, scroll down to Boris, and then to Boris Red 4.3. You see the strange 3D flip. That's just a default that lets you know that there is an effect there, and you see the red line on the top which says that this is an effect that's going to need rendering. So this is not a real-time effect. Okay, if you double-click on the clip and load it into your viewer, go into the Filters tab, you see Boris Red has already been added to that clip. Let's go ahead and click on the options, and that opens the Boris interface. On the timeline, you see 2 tracks of video, and let's just switch off the visibility on video 1. Video 2 is just a dummy layer that has number 2 on it. We don't need that, so let's just click that and delete it, and let's turn the visibility back on, and we have the shot that we're going to be working on. Okay, I'm going to scroll down so you can see the bottom of the image. Okay, now let's start by creating a mask for the tear. And for that, I'm going to reduce the size of the video there so you can kind of look around, because we are going to be creating a mask that is larger than the size of the actual video. And basically, we are going to use a spline track to create a mask. And a spline is basically just a line art shape. And if you click on the pen tool and start creating a rough mask. And the reason why I'm kind of going jagged edges here is because we are trying to simulate a paper tear effect. And for that, we don't want something that is too clean and straight. Now, once you're beyond the image, I would suggest just go wide and complete that diagram. You see a white mask. The reason is because right now it is not a mask. It is just a spline track. And what we're going to do is we're going to open out the shape track for the video and then open out the face, drag the spline track into the mask, and then you have your basic mask. So there you can only see part of the plane fly. That mask is going to be our basic tear mask. And so I'm going to rename that by selecting the mask layer and then just hitting enter or return, and then let's just call it a tear mask. Okay. And since this layer of video is going to be on the left side, let's just rename that plane left. Later on, we'll be creating a flip side of it, and we'll call that plane right.